Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Nitin Joshi, Professor in Neurology with teaching experience of 25 years, working as consultant neurosurgeon in Panvel for 27 years. Today we'll discuss things common to radical nephrectomy and nephron sparing surgery. When surgery on kidney is performed in presence of renal cell carcinoma, whether radical nephrectomy or partial nephrectomy is performed, partial nephrectomy, that is a form of nephron sparing surgery. There are certain things which are common to both most of the times. Those things which are common to the radical nephrectomy or nephron sparing surgery are: 1. Thoracoabdominal incision through spatial thoracoabdominal position. This thoracoabdominal position is actually a modified supine position, or it's a semi-oblique position. Patient is brought down such that 12th rib is at the level of kidney bridge. Pelvis is rotated through 30 degree, while ipsilateral shoulder, that is shoulder on side of pathology, is rotated through 45 degree, so that side of pathology is facing upwards, and the lower leg, that is leg which is healthy side, that leg is next to the table, is flexed at hip and knee. The upper leg is kept straight with a pillow in between the two legs. Roller is kept vertically between ipsilateral shoulder and flank, which will give tilt of 45 degree. The kidney bridge is elevated to increase space between costal margin and iliac crest and put the skin and muscles of anterior abdominal wall on stretch. Now the position is stabilized with the help of broad sticking plaster along with Gamgee so as to protect bony prominences at level of shoulder and greater trochanter. All other bony prominences are also protected, as well as axilla is protected by Gamgee so as to protect brachial plexus. The ipsilateral arm is extended over table. Next common thing between radical nephrectomy and partial nephrectomy is pre-op bowel preparation by giving peg leg orally 1 day prior and starting IV fluids so as to prevent dehydration. This is because right as well as left kidney is related to small and large intestine. Inferomedial aspect of right as well as left kidney is related to coils of small intestine, while inferolateral aspect of both kidneys are related to large intestine. Both small and large intestine may be stuck to tumor due to malignant adhesions. During release of these malignant adhesions, there is a risk of opening of small or large intestine. If intraoperatively bowel gets opened accidentally, however, if it is prepared properly preoperatively, then it can be repaired immediately. Also, if RCC has locally advanced, where tumor has spread from cortex through renal capsule and then perinephric fat spreading outward to Girota's fascia and then coming out through the Girota's fascia involving extraperitoneal fat anteriorly, where it spread to peritoneum and bowel loops in continuity. Then if bowel is already prepared, then that time bowel can be resected in continuity with tumor, and then the bowel continuity can be achieved by end-to-end anastomosis. The most common anesthesia given for radical nephrectomy or partial nephrectomy is general anesthesia with epidural with insertion of right tube after general anesthesia. After anesthesia, for easy and early identification of ureter in retroperitoneum during surgery, in the lithotomy position, 6 French open-ended urethric catheter may be inserted. 6 French ureteric catheter is must while performing partial nephrectomy. This is because intraop performing RGP so as to see the opening of any PC system, and after the closure of PC system, whether it is properly closed is essential. In both type of surgeries, IV antibiotics are started 1 day prior to achieve good concentration of the drug in blood at time of incision. If renal cell carcinoma is locally advanced, still nephron sparing surgery may be required when it is solitary functioning kidney and or compromised renal function and or bilateral multiple recurrent tumors, particularly in familial type of RCC. When RCC is locally advanced to extend so as to spread outward, so as to involve Girota's fascia, and then coming out from the Girota's fascia involving extraperitoneal fat. This extraperitoneal fat or pararenal fat is present between posterior layer of Zuckerkandl of Girota's fascia and muscles of posterior abdominal wall, and also between the anterior layer of Girota's fascia and parietal peritoneum. When tumor cells infiltrate this extraperitoneal fat, it induces extensive inflammatory fibrotic reaction to obliterate natural fat planes. When tumor cells involve extraperitoneal fat between posterior layer of Girota's fascia and muscles of posterior abdominal wall, it results into obliteration of retroperitoneal space. So, routine blunt dissection so as to separate Girota's fascia and its contents from posterior abdominal wall by inserting wet mops one by one may not be possible. The malignant adhesions may even spread upwards to involve diaphragm and pleura. So, during separation of these malignant adhesions, pleura may get opened accidentally. So, even if planned incision is extrapleural, still due to accidental opening of pleura intraoperatively, one may require insertion of intercostal tube drain. Preoperatively, patient should be counseled for the same. Also, due to possibility of adhesions, there may be difficult surgery, hence will require prolonged duration of surgery, hence prolonged duration of general anesthesia with added risk of possibility of insertion of intercostal tube drain. Hence, preoperatively itself, patient should be started with spirometry and chest physiotherapy so as to prevent or reduce post-operative chest complications. Renal cell carcinoma is highly vascular tumor due to increased expression of vascular endothelial growth factor. Hence, during removal of this hypervascular tumor by radical nephrectomy or partial nephrectomy, always there is a risk of excess intraoperative bleeding. Also, there is possibility of development of malignant adhesions, and during release of these malignant adhesions also there is possibility of excess bleeding. Hence, preoperatively keeping several units of group specific blood cross-matched standby ready is essential. In presence of malignant adhesions, due to extensive mobilization and dissection and even intraperitoneal handling, there is high chance of paralytic ileus. So, patient may require prolonged hospitalization due to prolonged paralytic ileus. Preoperatively, patient should be counseled for the same. Due to prolonged post-op paralytic ileus, patient may require hyperalimentation. Due to prolonged duration of surgery, there is a risk of development of deep vein thrombosis. So as to prevent this deep vein thrombosis, intraoperatively crepe bandages are applied to lower legs, and postoperatively patient is encouraged for passive leg movements, exercise and early mobilization. Also, in presence of malignant adhesions, for proper exposure of the pedicle, one requires more generous incision. Sometimes, due to malignant infiltration, there is so much fibrotic reaction on posterior aspect that Girota's fascia and its contents may be adherent to psoas fascia with almost hard cartilaginous tissue reaction. Here, sharp dissection with scissors, blade or cautery may be necessary. This is facilitated by finding a virgin plane below the psoas fascia so as to mobilize adherent kidney from psoas major muscle. For this, psoas fascia is incised below the lower pole of kidney and ureter is then identified. Due to dissection below psoas fascia, psoas major muscle may start bleeding. Being muscular bleeding, it can be controlled by underrunning bleeding site by absorbable suture material. While mobilizing kidney stuck on posterior aspect, though cautery can be used, but while mobilizing adhesions on anterior aspect, avoid use of cautery due to proximity to bowel. In case of radical nephrectomy or partial nephrectomy, requires mobilization of ascending and descending colon so as to open retroperitoneum slowly so as to expose ureter and major vessels like aorta and inferior vena cava. So the dictum while performing radical nephrectomy or partial nephrectomy is pre-op bowel preparation, more units of group specific blood cross match standby ready, consent for ICD insertion, consent for prolonged hospitalization secondary to prolonged paralytic ileus or chest complications, and generous incision in case of presence of malignant adhesions or locally advanced tumor. Also, transperitoneal approach with concept of cancer surgery, that is control of pedicle first. Thank you very much.